Can we use stats to predict future MLB superstars? Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Kyle here at Let's Talk Wax, and today I have a new video where I take 10 of the best players in the MLB, I break down their stats, and I compare them against some of the top prospects in the upper minors in baseball right now. Really cool video, really cool information that I gathered, and it's going to surprise you as to how good these guys really were in the minor leagues and how good some of these current prospects are right now. If you guys enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, help me reach my new goal of 10,000 subscribers. A big shout out to everyone who already supports the channel. If you want to find some of my exclusive content, you can head over to my Patreon page. I will put a link in the description to that. Over there, you get 24 hours early access to all my video info. There's a Discord server with over 100 active members, an autograph checklist breakdown spreadsheets from 2019 all the way to 2022 Bowman, a top 100 Bowman Chrome Autos under $50 list, and a top 100 Bowman Chrome Autos list. Lots of really cool stuff over there. Head over and check it out. Links in the description. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. All right, before we dig into our top 10 MLB players and the 25 or so prospects that I compared the data against, I wanted to bring up some things to consider. So of the top 10 MLB players, I only use high school draftees and international free agent signees, strictly because guys coming out of college really skewed my data because a lot of those guys enter, A-ball at 21-22 or high A at 21-22 just because they played 4 years in NCAA and they didn't get a full career in the minor leagues yet. So it really skewed my data, and I didn't use anybody like Judge, Torkelson, or Rushman just because I couldn't really compare their age level based on everybody else. And the prospects that I used were all the players that were 22 and under in AA and AAA. So those were the only qualifications. And there were about 25 of them, and those were the guys that I chose to use. The 10 big leaguers that I picked were Trout, Soto, Tatis, Acuna, Betts, Vladdy Jr., Rafael Devers, Nolan Arenado, Freddie Freeman, and Bryce Harper. And you can see in this yellow bar the career stats that I used were batting average, ISO, K percentage, K to walk, OPS, and I also incorporated their age level at each level. So you can see how old they were in rookie and A-ball, high A, double A, triple A, and in the MLB. If you guys want to snap some screenshots throughout this video, it's going to help you out a ton because I'm not going to go through every detail, and it'd be a 4-hour video if I went over every single stat for every player, and I don't want to do that. So if you want to snap some screenshots, then you can go and compare, some guys you like that I didn't cover against these stats. But you can see a red number and a blue number in each column, and that is going to be the range. You can see down here in the green bar, I have all the ranges for each stat, and in the blue bar, I have all the averages. So if a prospect did not fall in between the range for each stat, they were disqualified. And that's how I determined which prospects would become future superstars, is where they fell in between the two ranges of each stat. All right, so I took Julio Rodriguez, Wander Franco, and Bobby Witt Jr., who have all surpassed rookie limits, or will surpass rookie limits in 2022. And I wanted to just show you guys where they measure up, compared to what the top 10 MLB players did. J-Rod and Franco qualified, but Bobby Witt Jr. did not qualify because he fell outside of the range in K to walk and in OPS. Now, this is tricky because it's super objective, and I think Bobby Witt Jr. does have superstar potential, but based on the numbers, he does not because he falls outside of two ranges. He is low in K to walk and low in OPS. And before I get into the 5 guys that did qualify of the 25, I'm going to go through some of the guys that did not. And these are some of the top players in the upper minors. And before you guys say, oh, well, they're way young for their level, they're playing way below the league average in their level. All the top 10 players on that MLB list played at extremely young ages in high levels. So that argument is kind of thrown out the window. And that's why I included the data of what age they were when they played at a certain level. And there's actually one guy who qualifies for everything but the age level area. But Harris, Jordan Diaz, Jose Tena, Liover Peguero, Felix Valerio all did not qualify. They fell outside of the range, all of them in OPS. Andy Pages, Brian Rocchio, George Valera, Ronnie Mauricio, and Malcolm Nunez all fell under the batting average range and some other stats. Curtis Mead, the guy that I was talking about that fell outside the age limit, has all the qualifications to be a potential superstar, but he was 20 playing in A-ball. And the reason I disqualified him was because he was a bit older at A-ball, and it could have impacted his offensive production. You know, he could have kind of padded his stats being a little bit old for level, in which some other guys didn't get the opportunity to do. But there were some other guys that were cut off. Anthony Volpe was also a guy that didn't qualify for average, but he got cut off based on age and level. Some more of our non-qualifiers were Oswald Peraza, Ezequiel Tovar, Arelis Martinez, Bryce Terang, and Eggy Rosario. So there are some really, really big names. There's 20 guys that do not qualify. They are all great minor league players right now, but the ranges were so strict and the ranges were so elite that none of these guys qualified. So it's really eye-opening to see how good you have to be to become an MLB superstar based on career minor league stats. Now, the 5 guys that did qualify: Jordan Walker, Francisco Alvarez, CJ Abrams, Miguel Vargas, and Corbin Carroll. They qualify, they fit into the range of every single stat, and you can see on this green line, they're all in between the ranges. They all fit into the age level category, and they are the only 5 guys, 22 and under, playing in AAA and AA, that qualify to be potential future superstars in MLB based solely on stats. And the numbers that these 5 guys have been putting up are just absolutely elite. And it gives you a really good idea, like I said, of how good you have to be to be an MLB superstar. You know, everybody wants to chase the next Trout, the next Soto, or find the next Acuna or Tatis. But this 5 names, and this spans over about 10 to 12 Bowman releases. So it's really crazy to think about your odds of finding the next superstar when only 5 guys qualify, you know, for this list. So it's really interesting data. Like I said, take screenshots of this stuff and you can kind of see how crazy the numbers get. And also, I only used players 22 and under in AA and AAA. So if you have some guys that are, you know, in high A, in A-ball, and you want to line up their stats based on what the 10 players in the MLB did, screenshot that, and, you know, you can see how close they fall to their averages or if they fit inside of the ranges. So cool tool. It's not foolproof. It's not solid, but it's really fun to measure up prospects' career minor league data versus the career minor league data that these top 10 MLB players and superstars put up while they played. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. More of a fun video, if anything, to show you guys how good some of these MLB superstars are and just how strict the criteria is to perform like one of them did in the minor leagues. Only a handful of guys in the minor leagues right now are putting up numbers that are linear to what these superstars did in their careers in the minor leagues. If you guys enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my channel. Help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers. And I also got a link to my Patreon page in the description. Tons of cool stuff over there. It's only $5 a month, and I'm sure you won't be let down by what you get over there. But to all my patrons, all the people that support my channel, I really appreciate you guys. Everyone have a great day, and go see if you can find some future stars.